everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of the Backyard Diamond. I'm your host, biggsdaddycool. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Net54 forums, Blowout, anywhere you see Biggs Daddy Cool. It's me, it's that B-I-double-G. Last time we talked about the stigma or the taboo that nobody wants to talk about. Collectors and dealers actually being salesmen. Ooh, scary term, right? Nobody wants to be classified as a dirty salesman, right? We're just hobbyists. We're just cool. We're just hanging out. Nah, we're salesmen. We need to make money, right? This business is a multi-billion-dollar a year business, sports collectibles and memorabilia, and we really need to focus on the sales aspect of things. And there's a reason for that. A lot of people think there's not money to be made in this business. There's a lot of money to be made in this business. And there's some simple techniques that you can use that can help you achieve your goals within the business. Whether it's a dealer, whether it's being a collector, or just somebody, out there buying a few things here and there, trying to get to your next box for your PC stuff. Or you're just ripping, for giggles. At some point you're going to want to sell some stuff. So today we're going to talk about a few little things that we didn't quite touch on last time with regards to sales techniques and things we can branch ourselves into in garnering more bang for our buck, to coin a phrase. Social media is huge these days in the hobby. Sports collectibles, cards, memorabilia. I mean, you can buy and sell just about anything online, whether it's be some of the Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, Instagram's exploding within the last year with sports cards. You just type in hashtag sports cards or baseball cards or whatever. You can find hundreds and hundreds of users that are either showing their wares or peddling their wares on Instagram. One thing I want to touch on today is the social media interaction with people. The number one thing you want to do is interact with the other collectors that you're either following or that are following you. Interact with people. Create that personal relationship with them. You want to gain their trust. A lot of guys like to give away stuff and try and gain followers and likes and whatever. It's not about followers and likes. It's about gaining people's trust and creating that close personal relationship with other people. I myself have created some lifelong friendships that will go well beyond Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. What we're on now obviously is considered a social network. Podcasts, this is transcribed into a podcast. I tell you, there's something to be said about that close personal relationship with somebody. You gain their trust. You build a relationship. Those are sales 101 techniques, right? I don't care what business you're in, cars, new or used cars, jewelry, insurance sales, any of the classic what you call sales jobs. To be successful in those businesses, you need to create a close personal relationship. I've long said that sales, the art of sales, is a dance. It's a romance, if you will, with the customer, right? You're creating that bond, that close relationship that somebody trusts you and is willing to buy into not only what you're selling, but into you. They need to buy into you before they're willing to part with their money. Money's hard earned these days. Once you build that trust and that close personal relationship, gain more trust, right? Get close with people. Giveaways are nice and all that. You can't just give stuff away and then ask for somebody to buy something from you. You create a close personal relationship with somebody, you naturally garner more followers. The things that you post, be insightful, be real. Get down to who you are as a collector. Talk about things you collect, not just what you're selling. I've seen many times people are just vomiting out, hey, buy this from me, right? Because I'm on Twitter, or buy this from me because I'm on a Facebook group, or buy this from me because I'm on Snapchat or Instagram. It doesn't work that way. In real sales, you really have to go out and earn somebody's trust and earn their money. That's a big thing. Once you gain more trust with people, interact some more, right? Then you have built further a deeper relationship with somebody where they're willing to talk about their personal stuff with you. They talk about their jobs, they talk about who they follow. Sports is an escape from real life. And that's where the memories that tie into the sports experiences that we all have and know and love, then that once you can tap into those sort of things, then you can start to customize things for people. Start thinking of things, hey, Joe might like this because he likes so-and-so. Or, Sam might like this because he follows the 49ers, or he follows the Steelers, or he follows whoever. Build that close personal relationship, and then you can start in your head reverse engineering the whole structure of the sales. Because whenever you have something, whether you're a collector or a dealer, further down the line, you're going to run across something that somebody's going to say, so-and-so likes the Royals. Why don't we see what they have to say about this nice little lot of Royals that I've come across? Or whatever. Create that close personal relationship. Then, once you've earned that trust of the person, then you have the right to ask for a sale. Once you ask for the sale, be willing to take a no. That's another thing. People a lot of times get very upset whenever somebody turns them down. Don't turn them down. Take that as an experience to find out what is going wrong and how you can fix it, right? There's a lot more things you can always do to garner trust with somebody. And don't be surprised whenever you get a no. You're going to get no's. You're going to get 39 no's. And then you're going to get a yes. And then you're going to build your business. Once people start getting yeses, then they have the ability to create an extraordinary customer experience with somebody. And it's not by throwing a couple things in a PWE and just, shipping it out to somebody and getting it there half-wit, half-ass, if you will, pardon the expression. Now, you want to create an extraordinary experience. So when somebody sees that package in the mail, they go, hey, that's from biggsdaddycool. Holy hell, this is going to be awesome day today. Great mail day. Hashtag mail day. I'm going to put it on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and whatever else you're into. I'm going to post it on Net54. I'm going to post it on Blowout. Man, this guy did something good for me. Because then, once you create that extraordinary customer experience for somebody, they're going to talk about it. Once they start talking about it, people are going to start looking you up, whether it's on eBay or wherever, right? So if you can create a close personal relationship with somebody, create an extraordinary customer experience where their expectations are exceeded by what you've done for them, maybe throw a couple extra cards in, maybe have a fantastic looking little package that comes in the mail. Make sure that everything's taken care of, because it may be nothing to us, but it may be something that touches their heart or their memories. That's why it's called memorabilia, right? I mean, because we think of the memories, the heart touching, experience with our dad, or our mom, or whoever we went to a game with or watched something on TV with. We got to create close personal relationship, extraordinary customer experience, touch their heart. Then people will talk about it on social media. Once they talk about it on social media, then people are going to start seeking you out. Whether it's the same guy or girl or a number of other people that see, hey, Big Daddy Cool did something cool for me. I'm going to go check him out, see what he's up to. It could be anybody. It could be any one person that you provide that extraordinary experience for. They speak to the next person. That may be your big sale for the month. And I'm not just talking collectors and PC guys and so forth, guys like your average Joe Schmo that's just buying boxes for their own personal enjoyment. I'm talking dealers need to take this to heart. You create that experience for somebody. You walk into a card shop and somebody doesn't even look at you. Hey, can I help you? Okay, nah, I'm just looking. Then what happens? You start looking around, you kind of dink around with stuff. Dealer's sitting there, you don't even want to interact with you. It feels like you're just some guy, right? That may be the guy. You may be the guy that walked in there to get 4 or 5 boxes of triple threads because you were looking for a certain bat knob. I don't know. Who knows? But that guy's never going to find that answer for you. He may be traveling from a different area. He may be the guy that lives up the road that's going to come in and see you every day of the week. When he finds something cool in your shop or some close personal relationship with him that drives him into your shop rather than going on eBay, rather than going on Instagram, rather than going on Twitter, he's going to come in your shop. You create that close personal relationship with him. You then have gained a customer for life and that is willing to part with his money freely because he enjoys talking to you. Right? Same thing at shows. Same thing. Guys, you maybe only got 30 seconds to make a good impression on people. It's quick, right? You go to a show like the National where you got hundreds of tables and hundreds of dealers sitting there. Everybody's got the same stuff for the most part. And even the rare stuff, right? You can find it at somebody else's table, right? I guarantee it. There's very few things that there's one-offs, right? That you got to deal with the angry old man. I'll go to somebody that's going to talk to me a little bit. It's going to give me a little bit of insight, maybe feel like he's got a little bit more knowledge. He wants to create a closer relationship with me. From there, what you want to do, you want to create some sort of journal or some sort of logbook. Even if it's on social media, you start taking note of who likes who. Even before you even decide to start selling anything or whatever, you notice, Biggs Daddy Cool? I don't know. I got a pirate flag hanging behind me. What do you think I'm into? Right? Note that down. Right? Cliffy baby. He likes the Orioles, right? This is the Orioles Rise. At Orioles Rise. Check him out, by the way. He is the most unique fellow. He has got the most unique collection of anybody I've ever known. Somebody like at Junkwax Twins, right? He's a Twins guy. He's a Minnesota guy. Likes the Vikings and all that. Note it down, right? Keep track. Because when you come across something unique or something that you think may be of interest to these people, put it out there, man. Say, hey, you know what? I just got a box of Twins in. Is there anything you might like in there? Write it down. Have that journal. Because if you're not aware of some of these people and what they like and you just start vomiting sales out there, nobody's gonna interact with that. I've known fellows myself that just vomit sales out. They say, oh, so-and-so for $1, this and that, $3 shipping. What makes me want to buy that off of you rather than somebody I know and have a close personal relationship with? It's just like in real life, just like in sales, just like in real life sales. You're going to buy from somebody you feel most comfortable with, right? Don't just vomit out sales, right? Try and target yourself. Keep that logbook. Throw a DM at somebody once in a while, right? The legwork will equal money in the end. I promise you. Work equals money. Work equals money. And I promise you, the longer you work and the harder you work at something, the more effort you put into it, I promise you, the more profit you will receive in the end. This is not a game. This is sales. And it is very, very fine-tuned to know how to get rid of stuff in volume. You want to make a lot of money in this business? There's a lot of people that can make a lot of money in this business, but they don't try hard enough. They just start throwing things out there, throwing spaghetti at the wall, right? Trying to see if something will stick. Don't do that. Interact. Put the time in. Put in a year. Put in 2 years. Whatever you need to do, because hundreds and hundreds of interactions over time will build a close personal relationship with your followers and with the people on social media, right? Then when you can target them with something that's going to be of interest to them and benefit to them, they will appreciate it, right? Don't be afraid to give something to somebody just because. Don't just run a contest. Give something to somebody that you know is going to enjoy it and going to like it. If it's the Cubs, something unique, something individual, I'm going to throw it to Ivan, right? Ivan Lovegren at Watch the Breaks on the show on Thursday night. Make sure you're watching the show on Thursday night. Go GTS Live. It's on all the platforms too. Make sure you check him and Rob Bertrand out. It's at VOTC and at Watch the Breaks. at GoGTS Live. All of those on Twitter. Check it out Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Great show. But if I find something that's the Cubs, I may throw it out to Rob and I may throw it out to Ivan. They both like the Cubs, right? Nothing wrong with that. Who cares? It's just a couple bucks, right? Even if it's something that's hundreds of dollars. Who cares? They're your friends. You built close and personal relationship with somebody. You know that stuff will come back to you in either the form of sales or interactions when somebody finds something. Hey, Biggsy sent me this interesting little thing. I'm going to send him a Pirates thing that I just found, right? Sales is a romance. Sales is a dance. Take your time, put in the work, put in the effort. This hobby is centered around the dance. And there's a lot of things people a lot of times think everybody's just looking for a deal. Somebody's just going to buy it on eBay anyways, right? Everybody's looking for a deal. Who isn't looking for a deal? But if I can pay an extra buck and have a close personal relationship with somebody where it's going to equate not only to the thing that I want, but something that touches my heart, touches my soul, I'm willing to pay that extra dollar for. I've thrown so much money away on stuff that has been because I knew the guy was going to treat me right in all aspects of life. I don't care whether it's, jewelry, cars, like I said, the things that we most equate sales to. Most of the time, you're going to go to somebody you trust. Whether it's a couple bucks more, you're going to stay with that person. Insurance guys, that's a big deal, right? You want to go with somebody you trust and understand is going to take care of you. Insurance is a big deal. Definitely go out and find somebody on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Start throwing questions out. Don't be afraid to ask silly questions either. Ask me questions. Throw them out there. I got 40 years in the business. Doesn't look like I should. I do. This gray. This is all 40 years of sports collectibles and memorabilia, right? Well, that's all for today. I just want to tell you, make sure you aren't afraid to equate this business, this sports collectibles and memorabilia business, with sales. We're salesmen. Be proud of that. Be proud of yourself. Have the integrity and have the true, earnest feeling in your heart that you want to create a friendship, a relationship with somebody, not only on social media, but in your shop, at the shows, wherever you're at. Create that close personal relationship, build trust, build relationships, and go from there, because I promise you it will pay off. Next time, we're going to talk a little more about some impulse buys, some things we can have that'll tie in to what we already are offering, whether it be on eBay or in the shop or just over the Facebook or Twitter type, Instagram type stuff, all right? Have a beautiful day. I love you all. Peace out, brothers and sisters.